Good afternoon, RollerCon. Who's ready to watch some Derby? I said, who's ready to watch some Derby? All right, that was a little better. That's a little better. All right, we're getting ready to start the Wheels or Heels versus Rude Chix bout here on C1. I'm going to start off with our rosters. For Rude Chix, we have 005 Cinco de Mayhem, 007 Pepper, 111 Psycho Sam, 143 Pinball, 173 Dreadlightful Stardust, number 27 Peace War, 318 Dodge Inya, 357 Felony Fat Bottom, 4 Ivana Bumpalot, 4590 Bad Habit Barbie, 5 Villain, 5150 Doc, 724 Medieval, 80 Backlash, 802 No Fox Given, 826 Metallica Breath, 83 American Hurl Doll, 86 Ivy Creepin', 88 Physical Contact, and last but not least, number 9 Wild Sockeye. And in white we have Wheels or Heels, 000 Booty Queen, 007 Bond Girl, 110 Lesbianis, 113 Sid Vicious, 129 Bad Kitty, 138 Patty Hearst, 15 Bugogi, 1729 Lucille Brawls, 18 Slick Mick, 21 Bettin' Boppin', 24 Bourbon, 247 PMS, 27 Karma Electrac, 28 Death Down Under, 313 Lola Chola, 314 Pie, 32 Locked and Loaded, and again, last but not least, number 99 Wreck-'em Ralph. And we are starting off with number, I see 9 for Rude Chix, and they are your lead jammer. That's Wild Sockeye. Let's see, jammer coming around on a second scoring pass. There is the cover off. That's Mac Attack. Or it's going to be a power jam for Rude Chix, picking up 4 more points on that pass. Coming up on top, a nice bean dip under the sides, going to call it off, allowing a power start. It's American Hurl Doll out there taking advantage of this power start for Rude Chix. Pack starting up at the pivot line, starting off with a nice fast pack. Jammer coming in, getting a little bit of offensive help there. Being bumped to the outside by Bugogi. Recycled back. And that's Lesbianis. Well, out on a scoring pass. Some nice offense there. Was bumped to the outside, but was Death Down Under, knocked that skater out. It's getting, let's see, 4 points up on the board for Wheels or Heels. Pie is out there for Wheels or Heels, and I believe that's Dreadlightful Stardust for Rude Chix. And we're off. Dreadlightful Stardust on that inside line, picking up lead fast, but Pie not too far behind. Nice slick track out here. Both jammers approaching the pack. Dreadlightful is going to go ahead and call that off. Falling to the ground. Think we're going to take a Locked and Loaded out there against Peace War. Peace War taking off in the front, having one blocker to fight through, picking up lead jammer. Locked and Loaded finding their space. Now out on a scoring pass as well. Peace War giving some guidance to her blockers. Nice hop there. Getting around some hips, tapping them. Let's see, it looks like 3 points picked up for Rude Chix, bringing the score 7 points, Wheels or Heels, 18, Rude Chix. Wild Sockeye out against Let's Be Honest. Let's Be Honest on the inside. Lead jammer. Wild Sockeye trying to find that space. Bump to the inside. Recycled back by number 21, Bettin' Boppin'. Bump to the outside again. Recycled back. Let's Be Honest fighting past that last blocker, picking up 4 points. The cover is coming off, looking for a star pass. I see the cover on the ground, though. Jammer having to do a little do-si-do trying to get that cover while there is 4 more points up on the board for Wheels or Heels. And 4 more. Nice and easy. I think there has been a successful star pass. No? I can't tell if it's in the hand or not, but I believe the pivot is now the jammer. Yep. And that's Metallica Breath as the new jammer for Rude Chix, but that's going to be the end of that jam. 4 more points up on the board. And that is a lead change, y'all. Wheels or Heels now in the lead with 23 points, holding Rude Chix at 18. I think that is Ivy Creepin' and Bond Girl. Ivy Creepin' going towards that inside line. Both jammers on the inside. Bond Girl going to the out, pushing towards the back. Ivy Creepin' creating a little bit of space, taking a little tumble, but back up, having one blocker to beat and is lead jammer. I see the cover coming off. Bond Girl. Get it? And that is 4 points up on the board for Rude Chix and Ivy Creepin'. Bond Girl still trying to find their way through. out on that initial pass. While 4 more points go back up on the board for Chix, making it another lead change. There has been a successful star pass. That is number 247, PMS. Let's see. Things happened. There are points for both teams. Two points up for Wheels or Heels. That was an 11-point jam for Chix, bringing their score up to 29. Wheels or Heels at 25. Karma Electrac and Peace War. It's the battle of the 27s right now. Peace War pushing up towards the front, lead jammer. Karma Electrac having one blocker, nice spin work there. Now out on a scoring pass, Peace War coming in. Nice and clean on that inside line. Is going to go ahead and call it, extending that lead by 4 points. Locked and Loaded and Dreadlightful Stardust out on the RollerCon jam line. Both jammers off, hitting the pack. Locked and Loaded, scooting through. Lead jammer, Dreadlightful Stardust taking a hit there on the outside line, being recycled back. Locked and Loaded coming in on a scoring pass. Having a nice tripod to fight against. Both jammers fighting against some tough tripods. That's 4 points up on the board for Locked and Loaded. Dreadlightful Stardust passing the star to Bad Habit Barbie. Locked and Loaded coming around for another scoring pass as it is a tied game. Trying on that outside, going back to the inside. Bad Habit Barbie making their way past those last two blockers. Looks like there is a cut track being called on Bad Habit Barbie, making this a power jam for Locked and Loaded and Wheels and Heels. And there has been a lead change. There's about 30 seconds left in this jam. Locked and Loaded making their way out again. That's 16 points on the board in that jam, bringing Wheels or Heels up to 41. Chix 33. And don't forget to please thank a staffer. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. We have Lesbianas taking advantage of this power start. The pack starting up at the pivot line. Fighting against a couple more blockers. That tripod doing a really good job of reforming in the front. But Lesbianas, lead jammer for Wheels or Heels. Ooh. It looks like there has been a star pass. I think that's number 9, Wild Sockeye. That is the new jammer for Chix. Lesbianas pushing up at the front of the pack. Wild Sockeyes fighting in the back. Making their way a little bit further front. Sockeye in the front of the pack. But let's be honest, having one blocker left to get past on this scoring pass. That is 4 points. Extending that lead for Wheels or Heels. Some really tough walls out there right now, really giving both jammers a hard time. Let's be honest, coming back through on a scoring pass. That was a 12-point jam for Wheels or Heels, making this a 20-point game. 53 points for Wheels or Heels, 33 points for Rude Chix. We got the Battle of the 27s back out on the track. Peace War and Carmelectrac. Sorry, excuse me. And both jammers are out. But it's going to be Carmelectrac, who is lead jammer. Carmelectrac coming back through. Beautiful footwork there, making it through, picking up all four, calling it off. And I just wanted to shout out our sponsor, 187 Killer Pads. From new recruits to world champs, 187 Killer Pads leads the pack. And that is locked and loaded and physical contact. Physical contact lead jammer. Finding that track a little slippery. Coming back in. Pushing through to the front of the pack. Locked and loaded. Juking. Almost through. 1 foot out. Physical contact. Picking up 4. Physical contact, fighting in the back. Locked and loaded has the star off, looking for their pivot. And that is going to be the end of that jam. Three points up on the board, closing that score gap, 57-40. And be sure to check out Exolanzis, handcrafted earrings and claw clips inspired by derby and pop culture, anime and global pop culture. Out of Savannah, Georgia. Let's see, let's be honest, pushing up towards the front of the pack. I think that's 111 Psycho Sam out there jamming for Rude Chix, as Let's Be Honest is coming back in on a scoring pass, getting some offensive help. Psycho Sam out on a scoring pass now. Let's Be Honest is going to go ahead and call it off after picking up 4 points for Wheels or Heels, bringing their score up to 61, holding Rude Chix at 40. We have Pie and Peace War out on the RollerCon jam line. Both jammers trying to find a hole. Peace War making their way up to the front. Lead jammer. Pie trying to get some offensive help and is making it out on a scoring pass as Peace War has made it back in through the pack. Bump to the outside. Is going to go ahead and decide to call it. And it looks like there were 2 points that were picked up for Rude Chix. Ivy Creepin and Karma Electrac. Ivy going towards the inside, pushing towards the front. Karma Electrac going to the outside, going to the inside. Ivy's making some way towards the front, but knocked to the outside, recycled back. And it is going to be Karma Electrac as your lead jammer, but Ivy is also out on a scoring pass, not too far behind. And we're coming back in, trying on that outside, bumped out, recycled back. But there's only one blocker left for Karma Electrac, picking up 4 points as she gets through. They get through. We have a Rude Chix blocker going to the box. This has actually been a pretty clean game. Haven't seen too many people going to the box. Karma Electrac took a little tumble, but got up nice and fast and called it off after picking up some more points. 69 points for Wheels or Heels and 46 points for Rude Chix. Dreadlightful Stardust and Locked and Loaded out on the RollerCon jam line. Pack starting high at the pivot line. Dreadlightful Stardust finding space on the inside line, tiptoeing through lead jammer. Locked and Loaded now out as well on a scoring pass. Dreadlightful Stardust coming through. Let's see, picking up 1 point, calling it. Let's be honest, and Peace War out jamming for this one. A little jammer on jammer action. Let's be honest, out as lead jammer. Peace War being bumped to the inside, recycled back. Let's be honest, coming back in. Some nice footwork there by Peace War, hanging on with 1 foot. Now out on a scoring pass as Let's Be Honest is back in. Let's Be Honest going to go ahead and call this off. It looks like 3 points picked up on that jam for Wheels or Heels. Medieval! Number 74 out for Rude Chix. And I believe that's 21 Bettin' Boppin' for Wheels or Heels. And that is going to be a cut track. So a power jam for Medieval. Having one blocker left to get through. Little offensive help and his lead jammer. Medieval coming back in. I'm waiting for a hi-ya. Pushing their way towards the front. Getting some offensive help there. Bettin' Boppin' back out on the track. Made it through on their initial. Medieval's trying to pick up any points that they can. Calling it off. Picking up 3 points for Rude Chix. That is American Hurl and Karma Electrac out on the jam line. Oh, nice footwork there for American Hurl, picking up lead jammer. Karma Electrac fighting against that tough tripod. Just a whole glob of bodies going back and forth. That's 4 points up on the board for American Hurl. The cover coming off. There has been a successful star pass. That is PMS. That is going to be the new jammer for Wheels or Heels, but I'm going to go ahead and call that off. After picking up, it looks like 3 more points. So bringing the score to 57 for Rude Chix, 72 Wheels or Heels. Locked and Loaded and Peace War. I like the juxtaposition of those names. Peace War pushing up towards the front. Locked and Loaded bump to the outside. Trying to find any hold. There's Peace War for lead jammer. Peace War coming back in on a scoring pass. Tiptoeing on that inside line, picking up 4 points. Locked and Loaded has the cover coming off. Fighting in the front of the pack. Taking a big hit there. But back up. Was a successful star pass. I believe that is... I can't see. I will update you as soon as I figure it out. But Peace War pushing up towards the front. I hear a whistle going off. Oh, that's 313 Lola Chola. And it looks like Lola Chola picked up a forearm at the end of that jam. So it is going to be a power start for Rude Chix. Let's see if they can take this game back. Less than 3 minutes. And it looks like Wheels or Heels is going to be starting off with the jammer and a blocker joining them in the box. So down pack. And I think that's Ivy that's going to be taking advantage of this power start. Delivering a big hit. Picking up lead jammer. Ivy bumped to the outside, being recycled back. Death Down Under giving some trouble to Ivy in the back there. Lola Chola finding space on the outside. Coming back through on a scoring pass. Ivy's going to go ahead and call it off after picking up all 4 points. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 fingers. I see 3 fingers. Just kidding. I'm trying to see them against the background. Thank you. On down. Down. Boogie on down. Karma Electrac back out there for Wheels or Heels, and American Hurl Doll for Rude Chix. And that is going to be Karma Electrac for lead jammer. Now out on a scoring pass. American Hurl Doll. Karma Electrac coming through is trying to score points. I believe got all 4. It's only an 8-point game. I don't think we'll have another jam, maybe? To be determined. Oh, we're going to do it. Let's Be Honest and Dreadlightful Stardust. Both trying to find a hole, any space to get through. Some friendly help. Dreadlightful Stardust bumped to the outside, recycled back, and is going to, I believe, pick up a cut track. There was one blocker they didn't see, so that is... Oh, we're going to have a little jammer do-si-do. So this will be a 2-minute jam. Both jammers back out on the track. A little swip swap there. Dreadlightful Stardust. One blocker left to beat. Direction going to, let's see, that was a direction for the Wheels or Heels blocker. I'm not sure what the penalty was for the Rude Chix blocker, but one of each going to the box. Wow, let's be honest, is making it out. Dreadlightful Stardust picking up 4. Let's be honest, thought they had a free ride out, but the free ride was Peace War. Recycling them back while Dreadlightful Stardust fighting their way past the last, well, little tripod. They gained friends. Let's be honest, trying to find their way. That's going to be the end of the jam, the end of the game. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Let's give our refs a round of applause. Thank you for being here. Make sure to thank your volunteers. I'm just going to keep talking because I'm announcing the next game too, so you guys just get to hear my lovely voice. Gonna do some sponsor shout outs. Mag Bag Missoula, handmade bags and accessories from Missoula, Montana. MT's Montana, right? Bags, accessories, and jam straps, handmade from industrial materials. Custom orders welcome. You can check out their website, Mag Bag